Hi everyone, this is Dee with the Paper Drawer. I want to share with you something that I'm working on, and I'm actually going to be sending this up to Melissa at the Fabric Path. That is the name of her Etsy shop. I'm sure you all have heard me mention her before, but when I make something, I just send it up to her. And then she just uses it as a sample or whatever, but I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and it goes to a good home, so I don't mind doing them at all. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So I wanted to just show you a couple things. She'll have these probably in her shop. I want to show you what I've done to them, and also hopefully give you some ideas. I'm not a big slow stitcher. There's so many good people out there that do amazing things. I do very simple things because I'm into so many things. I don't just do slow stitching, or I stop and do that for a long time. I do different things. I move around a lot. So I wanted to show you this. These are just 3 boxes of thread that I got off Amazon, and they're number 8, so they're not really super thick threads. I have gone to the thicker ones, but I haven't used it yet. I had chatted with Kathleen Sunby in Canada, and she was giving me some great tips. She did a couple of pieces of work for me, and I absolutely love them. It's just, again, something that I can't do. I don't think I can do it, so I'd rather just get it from the expert. So these are what I started with in the beginning, and I'm just going to continue using them, and then also try the thicker yarns that Kathleen suggested. So these came off Amazon, like I said. So those are the boxes. This is the box that I'm working with now. And I like doing crazy opposite things. I love things that match too, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I have to think too much as I'm slow stitching. And again, my stitches are just basic. I mean, I enjoy that, I like it, and it serves my purpose. So this is the box I'm working with. And I don't know if there's a name on this one. I think they do have names. But anyway, this is what I'm working with. It's cotton pearl. So I'm going to show you this snippet roll. Melissa is, I think, she's got one in her shop already where she's made it. And I was chatting with her, and I thought, why not use a quilt? The pieces are already put together, right? And you don't really have to think about pieces to put together. And it's a quick way. Okay, this is the back. I don't mind the back at all, and you can't really see it because of the fabric on the back, but I'm okay with this. Normally I would clean it off, put muslin on the back, etc., but I'm okay with the stitching on the showing. And also too, I am not going to put a blanket stitch, which I normally do on the ends. I like these frayed. I like the little batting coming through. I think it's really cool. Okay, so I believe her kit is about 15 inches long, so that's not a long piece. And to just randomly stitch, it's a lot of fun. So these are a few of the stitches I did. I use any color I want that I feel like, and I just stitch away. This area is not completed yet, but I'm about halfway through. And then I'll send this up to her. And then she has a different spool, but this is the only one I have. And what she'll do is, I think she includes the spool, of course, and then it just wraps around. So you have a snippet roll, a very simple snippet roll. And one thing nice is it's not fat and bulgy like the ones I do, but it's very nice. Okay, so basically what this was is I just took, as you know, what they call a cutter quilt. It's just pieces. Now this one's white backing, so you'll see the stitching, but again, I think it's fine. So what I would do is just take an edge and I just cut, I believe it's about 2 inches or however wide your spool is, and then just start stitching on it. The fabric's already there and put together. This one I love. I don't know if I can use it. I got it at a church rummage sale, but look at this. Let me stand up. Let me raise this a little. It was only 25 cents. But I love it. Like I said, I just don't know if I can use it. So that's a beautiful piece right there. Let's see. You can even use quilted pillow shams. Here's another one. A lot of these I got off Etsy. Again, all I need is pieces. I don't need a whole quilt. You can even find them at the thrift store. This is the quilt that I took this piece off of. But look at the variety on there. So I took it from here, and I just cut 2 inches off. And then look at the variety of fabrics you get. It's already there for you. This is hand stitch. It's got some hand stitching on it. But this piece is from this. Okay, so that's that piece. Here's another piece of the same quilt, but it's just like a crazy quilt. It's just different fabrics. And someone just ran some stitching through it. It's a pretty piece. Again, I like the randomness of them. So I went ahead and took 15 inches for her sample. And normally what I would do is put a piece of muslin here, but the roll's not that thick, so you could just take this and just start rolling it around the spool. Okay, so that's what I've done so far. And I'm not going to do anything to the back. I'm just going to leave the back as is. Okay, so that's this. And what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can sit down and bring this down a little bit. What I'm going to do, and what I normally do, is along the way, or when I'm done, or along the way, I will get little bits of cotton, even a little piece of embroidered fabric. Okay, and I'll just lay them out. I'll put them all different ways, just to add interest to the little snippet roll. Here's some vintage tatting that I found at the thrift store. So, you know, just kind of wind this around and down and, you know, do things with it. You can even use it as a cutoff point when a different piece of fabric starts. Here's a little bit bigger piece of the tatting. Here's a single piece, but here's another piece that's a double. That's really pretty. You can even run it down the side. There's a lot you can do with these. Here's some vintage lace that I found at the thrift store. That's another pretty piece. That would be pretty, just running it a small section there. What would be cute too is put 2 buttons on the end. So might do that. But it could be used anyway. If you don't want a whole lot of it, then just use it the width of the snippet. I love this. This would be cute, and I may do it for her, is to put this on the end of the snippet. That might be cute. I know you all have seen this. It's a Hobby Lobby. I think they discontinued this. I actually have or bought the bolt of it. It was in clearance. So, oh, and little doilies. Don't forget little doilies. This is so narrow that just cutting it in half and putting it on the edge is cute. You could do a whole one, but for me personally, I think a whole one is a bit too much. So I would probably cut it, and you can even put it the width of the snippet. And it's okay if it hangs over, or you can just use half of it. So that just kind of brings a little bit of interest into the snippet. Let's see. What else do I have? Oh, I like netting. So there's pink up here. Like I said, I normally don't match, but this would be pretty here. Okay, or just bring it down in another area. And again, it doesn't matter if it's cut off or whatever. And you don't have to worry about the edge because you can hardly see it. So that's another idea. If you have a piece of snippet that you did, you can always lay that down just as an added interest. Okay. So here is more little miniature baby crochet doilies that could go on. Okay. And then the other thing you could use is lace trim. So you could put this here, and you can use cotton here, or you can run it down the side. 2 buttons on the end would be cute. Here's a little bit, this might be too much, but here's a little different trim. And what else? You can try different things. I had another little piece of lace somewhere. You can use buttons, you can use charms, and I may do that for her. And, you know, just to give people ideas. Here's this trim. This could just go like this. Again, it's only to bring interest into the piece. I don't like to cover it up, all the stitching up per se, but you can use little pieces of the trim. Here's another piece of trim, similar to this one here. You can just put that one up there. So there's a lot you can do with this. So that's something that I'm doing for Melissa. It's a lot of fun, and she's got some great ideas. She's got a great shop with a lot of slow stitch kits. So be sure and visit her shop. I will put the link below, or I'll try to. I'm not real good at that. Here's another booklet that she's done. It's a quilt. I believe this could be a cutter quilt. Okay, and this is what I'm doing for her. I like all this hanging out. I love that. So I'm going to put more background in. I'm going to do something on the cover, but it might be fabric to put a little color into this. But she is actually using a Sizzix die cut, and she's cutting the wool felt, which is a great idea. And I'm trying to incorporate that to show her customers how you can use them and how much fun it is. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do. And then I've got these little baby, I love these yo-yos, but I love the little yo-yos. So I may put buttons here, I may do different things. Here's a die cut butterfly that she did, and I might add to it with a little piece of fabric or something behind it. I could even put this on there and just start layering cotton crocheted things. Okay. What I'm doing with this one, I'm going back to back. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll get a piece of muslin and I'll slow stitch on that, and then I'll attach it here. But it'll go a bit faster if I just sandwich these two pieces together, okay? So here's another piece. Don't know what I'm going to put on here yet, but I like that background. So I'm going to bring it out a little so it hangs over, do something here, but that's a background, okay? And here's more hearts that she's done. So I'm going to leave that hanging out. I can even bring it over and put a trim or something here, and I'm going to stack these hearts like that. I can do decorative stitching. I can just do a simple stitch, maybe a button in the middle, or some kind of trim. This may not work, but you know, a little embroidery thing. So that's another idea. And then we'll go to the next page. I love this. So I'm going to let that stick out, put something on it, or just slow stitch it. I think I have a few more of her die cuts. I might do that. And then here's another little piece of crocheted cotton. I could even put this on here. That would even look good. Okay, I can put it anywhere. But this just gives you an idea. Look what a great quilt that is. And it'll come over. I don't know if he'll need a closure. I might just wrap some rusted muslin or coffee dyed muslin around it. That might be cute. Maybe wrap it this way so it doesn't interfere with this, because I love this. So that's just some ideas for you. I believe, I actually got this one from her, and I believe she has this in her shop, I believe. But I love the size. It's just a cute little size. It could be quick, so it would be a great little Christmas gift. But it's really, really, really cute. So I wanted to share that with you. And like I said in my other video that I was showing my naked journal I'll have another video for you tomorrow. So I've got some ideas that I do want to share with you at that time. But do visit Melissa's shop. It's the Fabric Path. See what she's got. She's got a lot of great kits. She's always creating kits, always. So there's a lot to choose from. She does seasonal, just everything. And she's just a wonderful person. I mean, she's such a good friend. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.